Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is Sai Charan Malyala. So welcome to the placement series. So this is the fourth episode of placement series. Till now we have completed three episodes in placement series. One is data analyst profile, one is software profile, and another is management profile. So we're in these three videos. So seniors who got placed from NITW from so and so branches in these profiles, let it be data analyst, management, and software. So they have shared their experience during the interview and before the interview. So what are all the things they prepared, what are all the things they did before placement and all, everything is discussed in those videos. So if you didn't watch those videos, I will leave the links in the description and also in the tabs. Please go and watch those videos and come back here. So now coming to this video, so this video is mainly of these two words, PPO or PPI. So we usually hear a lot during our interview or during the placement process. So what is meant by PPO? So PPO is nothing but pre-placement offer. PPI is nothing but pre-placement interview. Every one of us surely do internships during our B.Tech. So which is really mandatory. During the period of internship, if the company really impressed with the work you are doing, so they may directly, like, it depends on the company, they may directly give you the pre-placement offer. That is nothing but without interview, without online test, without screening of CGPA, you will be directly given job in that company after your B.Tech. Or else PPI means, so without online test, that's OD, and without screening of CGPA. So these two things will not be there. CGPA, these two things will not be there. So directly you will be calling into interview of that company. So if you select in this interview, you will get the job. So in PPO there won't be interview also. Directly they will give you the offer letter. So that is the importance of internship in our graduation life. And also it really helps, and it also adds up some weight to your resume. So guys, it is always recommended to have at least one internship on your resume or profile, which always gives you edge over other peers in the interview. Don't know how to get or how to search for internships related to your particular area of interest? Don't worry. So I have come across with this particular company, Verzeo. Verzeo is a AI-based online learning platform which provides students the holistic learning experience to help them industry ready. With guidance of industry experts, online courses, and blended learning, it allows students to learn here and lead anywhere. So Verzeo offers you 35 plus paid internship and certification courses in various topics like machine learning, artificial intelligence, data science, web development, AutoCAD, IC engine, stock market, digital marketing, finance, biomedical, nanotechnology, and so on. Now, you may ask me whether this company is legit or not. Don't worry, this company has tie-up with Microsoft, Google AdWords, and Autodesk. So they provide certificates on successful completion of the course. So if they are really impressed with the work during the course time, you may get offer letter also. So what are you guys waiting for? Go fill out the Google form in the description, and Diversity team will contact you. And don't forget to use the coupon code Charan to avail extra benefits. So people usually ask me how one can get a PPO or PPI. So that is the reason. So today we have one of our senior from chemical engineering department, Shravanaka. She got selected as PPI. So she'll be sharing her experience in getting that. So without taking much time, let's listen her experience in her own words. Okay, today we have one of our senior from chemical engineering department, Shravanaka. So she got selected as PPI. Akka, please introduce about yourself first.
Greetings to all of you. I am Shravani Mangu. I'm in chemical engineering. I got placed into Aditya Birla group of companies. It was a PPI offer basically because our internship didn't happen due to the pandemic. They've offered us a PPI offer, which is basically pre-placement interview.
Okay, so like what is the main difference between PPO and PPI?
PPO basically what they do is after your internship period gets over, they do a project review based on the project they've given you in the internship duration, and based on that, they directly offer you a full-time employment into the company.
Yeah, means
Whereas
without
in
any
PP,
interview.
yeah, there's no interview or anything in PPO. But when it comes to PPI, it's called pre-placement interview. So what they do is, in like normally when you go for any placement drive, you have an online test, you have a CGPA screening and all that.
Yes,
But
yes.
for PPI, they directly conduct the direct technical and HR rounds interview without
Okay.
any
Skipping
initial screening
front,
rounds.
initial two rounds. Okay. Directly to the interview.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, can you please share your experience of getting a PPI?
Okay, so basically, this interview happened around November, my
Okay.
PPI interview, and it's just like a normal interview that happens. They've conducted a technical round and HR round for almost half an hour period. And during my internship, I did have online test and my CGPA shortlisting and all of that was conducted. But in this PPI interview, they asked me questions based on my project, my internships, what my course in college and what I've done, and questions based on my core as well.
Okay.
And then moved on to the HR round with different questions again.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is the process of selecting through PPO? So, what exactly the criteria will be? So, do you have any
For PPO,
PPO? Yeah.
yes, I have not personally experienced it, but from what I've heard from my friends, they did internship for a period of 2 months in the
Yeah.
month of May and June, or June, July, like that. And then after a few weeks, when the panel reviews your work and the project that you've done during your 2 months period, based on that, they sent a mail to the students directly who've been offered the PPO, or through the TNP coordinators, they pass on the message saying these are the people who we are offering PPO to. And then they finally release the list and they take those people for
Yeah.
for FTA directly.
Okay. So, will there be any difference in CTC offerings from a student selected from campus placements or from PPO, or it will be same?
As far as I remember, I'm actually not very sure, because few times I've heard that there is a little difference. Few times I've heard there is not much of a difference. So probably depends on the company, but I'm not very sure about that point.
Yeah. Can you please share your interview experience?
Okay, so the interview was for a half an hour period. Both technical and HR happened together. In technical, because it was a placement drive, they normally concentrate more on the application of, or the practical knowledge that we have, than the core technical theoretical knowledge. So that way I was asked to speak about my projects that I've done. So in the course itself, we had to do a project in my 3-2. So I've spoken about that. And then my internships that I've done after second year. So I explained both of these in detail and what all I have done. So, and my project and my internship. And based on that, I was asked questions. Why did we choose such a project? How will it help us? How will it help? What is new? What is so innovative in your idea? What is your contribution to the already existing idea? So questions like, basically, they judge more of your practical knowledge and how you would apply your theoretical skills, more than just mere textbook knowledge questions and answers.
Yeah.
That was all about practical. And when it came to HR, they did ask me questions about my long-term and short-term goals. And being core companies, the locations are all very remote areas. They're not in the major cities, majority of the core companies. So it was more of if I'll be able to adjust in a place, in a rural or a remote area, and how would be my opinion on it, and why would I choose ABG as a company? How do I relate to their values? And those were the kind of questions asked.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Akka. Like one more question, like what will be the minimum CG required for getting an intern, which can offer PPI or PPO in future? Like uh, usually we do
So
internet after second year, right? So like
yeah,
that. So what is the minimum CGPA required for that?
it is, I wouldn't say it is good to it. I mean, even if you have a low CG, that doesn't mean you can't get placed,
Yes.
because I was a low CG person only, to be very honest. But if you have a 7, you will be safe. You'll not be stressing a lot about companies, because you have more openings that way.
Okay.
But anything above 6.5 will still get you somewhere. It's not like you can't get placed. But if you have a 7 plus, 7 and above, then you'll be open. You'll have more options open to you. So in that way, you can get more interviews or companies for yourself as well.
Okay, okay. Thanks for your answer.
6.5 and above.
Yeah. Any suggestions for your juniors on building resume?
Coming to the resume, I would say don't include everything that you've done. Don't make it look very congested. Include what is important, because that will speak for itself. You don't have to include every single thing in detail. If your resume can show what your potential is, that's more than enough. So include what is important, and when asked, speak for it. Be very thorough with what you include in your resume. It shouldn't be like you're just randomly putting everything, and if the panel asks, you're not sure of what you're even saying or what is even there in the resume. So just be thorough and keep it crisp and short and sweet, basically. And coming to the kind of how to tackle any interview, just make sure that you're true in your answers, especially when it comes to HR. Don't try to sugarcoat your words, because it's understandable when you're trying to sugarcoat your words and say it. So just be as honest as possible. And if it technical interviews, just start with your preparation early, especially for core, because you have a lot of core subjects to cover, and you have to keep revising as well, because you'll end up forgetting the theory. So it's better to start early, so that you'll have enough time to concentrate on how to present yourself in any interview, because that matters a lot as well. So just make sure you have ample amount of time set for each and every drive that has, like, in drive you have GD or online test interviews. Just make sure you have ample amount of time set to prepare for each of these, and then you'll be good to go.
I think we have covered many of the things, and for thank you for joining us and sharing your experiences, and all the best for your future endeavors. So thank you for once again, Akra.
Thank you so much.